The cold, sterile glow of your alarm clock reads 6:12 a.m. You're still half asleep, shrouded in the familiar comfort of your bed, when a peculiar thud rips through the pre-dawn quiet. Your eyes snap open. There, at the foot of your bed, is a duffel bag. Not just any duffel bag, this one is fat, overstuffed, almost comically so. A wave of confusion washes over you, quickly followed by a jolt of adrenaline. You sit up, heart hammering against your ribs, and reach for it. The canvas is rough against your fingertips, and the weight, the sheer impossible weight of it nearly makes you grunt. You unzip it slowly, the sound tearing through the silence like a zipper on a cheap tent. And then you see it, stacks upon stacks of crisp $100 bills. A sea of green, so perfectly arranged it looks unreal. Your breath catches in your throat. You pick up a brick, the paper cool and smooth, the familiar face of Benjamin Franklin staring back at you. This isn't a dream. This is real. You count them in your head, quickly realizing the scale of what you're holding. It's $100 million. $100 million. Your mind races, 1,000 thoughts colliding at once. What is this? Where did it come from? Who put it here? And then you spot it, tucked beneath the top layer of cash, a single, stark, white envelope. Your name is scrawled across it in elegant, almost old-fashioned script. Your hands tremble slightly as you tear it open. Inside, a single card, thick and heavy, with just one rule printed in bold black letters. Keep this a secret for 365 days. Tell a single soul, and you lose it all. $100 million for 1 year, and not a word to anyone. The absurdity of it hits you, a strange mix of exhilaration and terror. You look at the bag again, then at the envelope. This isn't a test for your financial savvy. It's a test of your very nature, your self-control, your ability to navigate a world that demands you share your biggest news, your greatest triumphs, your most shocking secrets. But this isn't just any secret. This is life-altering, paradigm-shifting money, and you can't even whisper about it. The first few days are a blur of paranoia. Every creak of the floorboards, every unexpected knock at the door sends a jolt of fear through you. You hide the bag in the most unlikely of places, constantly moving it around, convinced someone will discover your secret. You start to see the world differently, too. Every street vendor, every person struggling on the news, every friend complaining about their bills, the thought of the money, hidden just a few feet away, becomes a heavy burden. You want to help, to shout it from the rooftops, to end someone's suffering. But you can't. The rule, it's a constant, silent dictator, a shackle on your otherwise boundless potential. Your friends notice a change. You're quieter, more distant. You nod along to their stories of financial woes, your mind screaming with the irony of it all. You seem a bit distracted, one of them says over coffee one afternoon. Everything all right? You force a smile, a lie already forming on your lips. Just a lot on my mind, you know, work stuff. The lie feels heavy, a brick in your stomach, because it's not work stuff. It's the most incredible, terrifying secret you've ever held. You start to plan. What will you do with the money when the year is up? A mansion? A private jet? Investing? Philanthropy? Travel the world? The possibilities are endless, a glittering mirage just beyond your grasp. But the planning is a double-edged sword. It fuels your excitement, but also intensifies the craving to share, to say, look at what I'm going to do, to finally release the pressure that's building inside you. Weeks turn into months. You develop an almost obsessive routine around the money, checking on it, ensuring its safety, even just looking at it occasionally to remind yourself it's real. The initial paranoia mellows into a dull, constant hum of awareness. But the isolation grows. The inability to share your true self, your true reality, begins to wear on you. You realize that wealth, when hoarded in absolute secrecy, isn't freedom. It's a gilded cage. You watch your friends celebrate small victories, their joy unburdened, and you feel a pang of something akin to envy. They might not have $100 million, but they have something you don't: the freedom to be truly present, truly honest. The weight of your secret, the unspoken colossal truth, starts to feel heavier than the money itself. You start to question the rule. Is it truly about the money or something deeper? Is it testing your patience, your character, or perhaps your understanding of what true wealth means? You find yourself observing people more acutely. The couple laughing freely at the park, the street musician lost in his melody, the old man sharing stories on a bench. They all seem to possess a richness that your secret, for all its monetary value, can't buy. You realize that the joy of connection, of shared experience, is something you've unknowingly forfeited. Your interactions become surface level, cautious, always guarding the monumental truth that lies beneath. You find yourself practicing conversations in your head, imagining the moment you can finally reveal your secret, rehearsing the nonchalant tone, the casual shrug, the triumphant smile. But those moments are still months away, and the anticipation, while thrilling, is also a cruel form of torture. One evening, you're out with friends, and the conversation turns to future dreams. One talks about buying a small, cozy house. Another dreams of starting a charity. You listen, a phantom ache in your chest. You could make all their dreams come true right now with a single word. The temptation is immense, a physical pull. You clench your jaw, your knuckles white under the table. That's amazing, you manage to say, the words feeling hollow and fake. The lie is no longer just a brick, it's a wall, growing thicker and higher between you and everyone you care about. You start to understand that the real cost of this secret isn't just the potential loss of the money, but the erosion of your authentic self. As the days tick down, the internal pressure becomes almost unbearable. You find yourself counting not just the days, but the hours. 2 months left, 1 month, 2 weeks. Sleep becomes elusive, filled with restless dreams where the duffel bag is either gone or exposed. You become hyper-aware of every single interaction, every word you speak, every gesture you make. You avoid situations where you might be tempted to slip up, becoming a recluse in your own life. The thought of losing it all, after enduring so much, is a terror that claws at your insides. But the thought of finally being free, of being able to exhale and share this incredible burden and blessing, is a beacon that keeps you going. Then there's the final week. You barely eat, barely sleep. The duffel bag, now almost a part of your furniture, seems to pulse with an energy of its own. You find yourself staring at it for long periods, a mixture of awe and resentment swirling within you. It brought you unimaginable wealth, but also a year of unparalleled isolation. The clock ticks down to the very last day, the last hour. You sit by your window, watching the sunrise on the 365th day, the light slowly filling your room. The silence is different now. It's not the oppressive silence of a secret held captive, but the expectant hush of a new beginning. At 6:12 a.m., precisely 1 year after its mysterious arrival, the weight lifts. The invisible shackles shatter. You walk over to the duffel bag, no longer just a container of money, but a symbol of your endurance, your silent battle. You pick up your phone, your fingers hovering over the contacts. Who do you call first? What do you say? $100 million. And now, finally, you can tell a soul. The world, once a minefield of potential slip-ups, is now an open canvas. You look at the duffel bag again, the same one that appeared at the foot of your bed a year ago, shrouded in mystery. But this time, it's not just a bag of cash. It's a testament to the fact that the greatest wealth you discovered wasn't in the bills themselves, but in the profound, often painful, understanding of what it truly means to be human, to connect, and to finally, truly, be free to share your story.